Now, remember the sine graph. The S from the sine will help you to remember that the graph always, so S for sine, S for starts at 0. So whenever you have a graph, whenever you have a function, so I'm going to draw the function here, I'm going to draw a rough sketch. This is not, I'm just showing you what the shape of the graph is going to be. So if a graph starts at 0, goes up, comes down and stops there, that is a sine graph. Why is it a sine graph? Sine graph because it starts at 0. So sine, S sine starts at 0. C for cos, cuts first. So if you notice that the graph is cutting first, meaning starting from the amplitude, starting from the height and cutting first, then you know that that's not a sine graph. Why? Because a sine graph starts at 0, a cos graph cuts first. So now we're going to say C cos cuts first. So what would the rough sketch of that graph look like? It would look something like that. And that is your standard cos graph. So you can see the difference between the two graphs, guys. The first graph starts at 0. The second, so that's a sine graph. The second graph starts from the height and it cuts first. So it's a cos graph. And remember, tans S. Some of you might be laughing. What does the word S stand for? I'm not swearing. I'm not being vulgar on TV. The word S is an acronym for asymptote. So just remember, S sine starts at 0, C cos cuts first, and tans S. If you remember that, you remember the process for all the graphs. So let's say it again, and I want you to say it with me, and some of you parents, hopefully you'll also be saying it while having supper tonight. S sine starts at 0, cos cuts first, and tans S. S sine starts at 0, C cos cuts first, and tans S. I see the studio guys are having a ball of a time there. So, and let's go. What does the tan graph? It's got asymptotes, and asymptotes are at 90 degrees and 270. Now, many of you might ask the question, what is the meaning of the word asymptote, and why would I choose the acronym S? You know, in life, you can't go around touching someone's, yes, you know, ASS. But, so on the same token, an asymptote is a line which your graph never touches. So if you see an asymptote, or you see the word asymptote anywhere in mathematics, don't touch. It's a line which your graph never touches. So that will help you to remember what is the meaning of the word asymptote. And usually we remember things by the funniest, we remember concepts by the funniest links that we can make or pictures that we can put in our mind. So S sine starts at 0, C cos cuts first, and tans S. The asymptotes are at 90 and 270. And what did I say? What's the meaning of the word asymptote? Yes, a line which your graph never touches. So let's go 90 degrees and at 200. So that's 90, 180, 270, 360. So at 90 and 270, your asymptotes. These are your two lines which your graph will never touch. Now it's your tan graph. So it goes 0 up, 180 up, then 180 down, and 360 down. There we go, guys. That is just the shape of the graphs. We're now going to show you how to sketch and how to determine and how to shift the graph up, down, left, right. So hopefully that by the end of today's episode, you would be able to understand trig functions completely. Let's get started. So I hope you've taken these notes down. I know some of you are writing as we are speaking. Please make sure that these notes are taken down.